Like that. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As we are about to begin, I would like to invite all guests to be seated as our ceremony will begin shortly. Also, kindly turn off or set your handphone in silent mode throughout this event. Your kind cooperation is deeply appreciated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrivals of our distinguished guests. Well, we don't have to rise since we're doing online. So uh, now for the national anthem, Negara Ku song. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good day. Selamat datang and welcome to MAHSA International Sustainability Infrastructure, Technology and Environment Conference, MySite 2022. This conference is organized by the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment of MAHSA University. I am Hafiz Basaruddin, lecturer in our faculty, and I will be your host for the morning session. We are honored to have each and every one of you here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, MySite 2022 aims to bring together academicians, researchers, and industrial professionals from all over the world to share their experiences in the field of civil engineering, construction, and built environment. It provides a platform for researchers, educators, and students to present and discuss the most recent innovations, practical challenges, and solutions adopted in the above fields. The theme of MySite 2022 is Sustainable Environment and Green Technology Towards IR 4.0. To begin this event, we are pleased to have Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ikram Shah bin Ismail, Vice Chancellor of MAHSA University. Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Sri Kumar Chakrabarti, Director of Research, Innovation and Postgraduate Studies of MAHSA University. Yang Berbahagia Dr. IR Insau Kamil of Universitas Andalas Padang, Indonesia. Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor R. Sarli Adri Sarkum, Chief Architecturalist of SA2 or Sarli Adri Sarkum Architecture Sendiri Berhad. Yang Berusaha Dr. Iman Farshi, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment of MAHSA University. And lastly, Yang Berusaha Ms. Noor Farain Muhammad Amin, Conference Chair from Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment, MAHSA University, and all respected guests. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to call upon Dr. Muhammad Husni bin Harun to recite the dua.
Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, let us begin our ceremony today with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan hamidin, hamdan musyakirin, hamdan yuwafi ni'amahu yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karim wa azim sultanik. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Allah, Ya Rahim. Praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion, and for those who follow his example till the judgment day. Allahumma ya Allah, on this blessed morning, in conjunction with the MAHSA International Sustainable Infrastructure Technology and Environment Conference 2022, we beseech Thee and grateful towards you in favor of all the infinite blessing to us, your humble servants, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessing for a flawless progress of this event from beginning till the end. We seek your guidance to steer clear of events that would detrimental the progress of this event. Ya Latif, Ya Rahim, please bless us with your tawfiq and hidayah. Please guide MAHSA University to greatness, peace, glory, and prosperity in this world and the hereafter. Make us a responsible intellectual, granted us with a valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to mankind in order to gain your mardatillah. Make us your righteous servant that follow your commands and neglect the sinful act. Please forgive us for our wrongdoing. Ya Munzilal Barakah, bestow peace to our beloved country Malaysia, preserve us from any threat and disaster, neither man-made or natural disaster. And to you, Ya Allah, we ask for security and prosperity upon us, our leaders and our country. Bestow patience to us in order to face the challenges from you. Please accept our deeds and please reward us accordingly. Rabbana alayka tawakkalna wa ilayka adamna wa ilaykal masir. Rabbana atina fi dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Dr. Rushni, for the dua prayer. Morning, everyone. We apologize for the technical difficulties we faced earlier. So let us continue with our session today. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to welcome Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk Dr. Ikram Shah bin Ismail, Vice Chancellor of MAHSA University, for his opening speech. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MySite 2022. MySite 2022 aims to the academicians, researchers, and industrial professionals from all over the world to share their experiences in the field of civil engineering, construction, and built environment. It provides a platform for researchers, educators, and students to present and discuss the most recent innovations, practical challenges, and solutions adopted in the above fields. The scope of the conference is to encourage and innovative ideas focusing on digital transformation and green technology towards Industrial Revolution 4.0 in the various fields of engineering and built environment. This conference agenda is in line with MAHSA University vision and mission, in which we apply technology towards green technology. Yesterday, MAHSA initiated a new project called the Single Plastic Free Campus, and we also have the Eco Village project ongoing. Eco Village project is initiated by MAHSA University, which is committed to innovation that is geared towards sustainable
Please welcome.
Uh, Hello and good morning, everyone. I hope that now you have my voice and my video clear. Sorry because of technical issue that we face. So we trying to solve it anyway in other solution of the technology. So welcome everyone to our MAHSA International Sustainable Infrastructure, Technology and Environment Conference, MySite 2022. So this is our second conference in MAHSA universities and also Faculty of Engineering, IT and Built Environment that we are conducting in 2022. And this conference theme is that green technology toward IR 4.0. This is exactly what nowadays we are focusing in Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment, MAHSA University, and I think it's a current trend in all academicians. Why I'm telling you the current trend? Because as academicians, we have a great responsibilities to use these new technologies, IR 4.0 or either IR going to the IR 5.0 to apply for green technology and make a sustainable infrastructure and make a green world and save our world for our next generation. Again, why I'm telling you that it is a current trend and we really focus on these topics because nowadays, as you can see, it is now everywhere pollutions everywhere, so many construction is going on and all we are using our planet and we have to think what to do for our next generation. That's why it makes our rules as academicians to make consider more sustainable infrastructure to make sure that we are saving our planet. That's why nowadays, as much as possible, we need to focus on this topic, and this is our current vision and mission in Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment, MAHSA University. In this line, uh, we do have various projects in green technology. For example, in civil engineering, we really focus on the green concrete by applying all this kind of green material. While in the and we define as our vice chancellor Dr. Ekram mentioned that we do have various projects such as eco village, which all we applying new technology, green technology, which reduce the ecological effect in the world. And we develop new programs such as architecture technologies and quantity surveying, which we apply all the new technologies and beside green building index in our topics. And we are quite unique in Malaysia, and we are pioneers, and we hope that everybody can follow also, because it's very important topics to follow green building index informations in our syllabus, and we let our students know how to apply real green technologies in our current projects. So once again, welcome everyone to our MySite 2022. I really hope by the end of today, all academicians can put the ideas together to make sure that we play a small role in the whole world, and to make sure that we have a green environment, save the planet for our next generation. Thanks again, all the committee members and our faculty of engineering and build environment members to make this event happen. Thanks again for our great keynote speaker, Associate Professor A.R. Sali, which is he's one of the pioneers in Malaysia for the GBI applications in every aspect of the architecture design. And also our great guest, Dr. I.R. Insanol from Indonesia. Thank you so much for all your valuable time. And I hope that everyone can enjoy today's conference and gain some knowledge and put some ideas to make sure that we have a sustainable environment. Thank you so much, everyone, and hope you enjoy today's conference and enjoy your day. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
We have our keynote session. This keynote speech is going to be delivered by Yang Berbahagia, Dr. I.R. Insanul Kamil of Universitas Andalas Padang, Indonesia. Dr. Insanul Kamil graduated from Mechanical Engineering, Universitas Andalas, Indonesia, and continuing master degree in Structural Integrated Engineering at Graduate School of Mechanical Engineering, Toyohashi University of Technology, Japan, and also holds PhD in Facilities Management at Faculty of Geoinformation and Real Estate, University Technology, Malaysia. Working as a senior lecturer and researcher in Department of Industrial Engineering Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Andalas, Padang, Indonesia. Recently entrusted with the mandate as Vice Rector for Student Affairs at Universitas Andalas and Vice Chairman for Public Works, Public Housing and Infrastructure, Indonesia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, KADIN. Board of the Institution of Engineers Indonesia, PII, Vice Chairman of Mechanical Engineering Chapter, Chairman of Ethics Committee of the Construction Engineer Association Indonesia, Astekindo, and also has been trusted as Vice Chairman of Construction Services Development Board, Sumatera Chapter, Director of Center for Innovation Studies, CINS, and Center for Big Data Analytics and Digital Innovations in Universitas Andalas. He received the AFEO Honorary Fellow Award, the ASEAN by the ASEAN Federation of Vietnam. You may begin with your speech. We apologize for the technical difficulties we experienced just now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Very thank you to Mr. Chairman to give me one session for sharing the ideas for present my paper in the MAHSA International Sustainable Infrastructure, Technology and Finance MICT Conference 2022. The title of my presentation today is Disaster Preparedness Collaboration Transformation based on one community initiative, one ASEAN, one community initiative. Nah, as we know, so many disasters in Southeast Asia. This slide shows the world disaster impact. 2 million number of people killed from 1979 till 2020. And around 780 billion US dollar in the duration from 2000 till 2020 economic losses. This is the impact disaster in the world. This slide shows that ASEAN risk index. We can see that for this graph, the countries in ASEAN most at risk of disaster are Brunei, Philippines, Timor-Leste, and Cambodia. Of which changed the orders for the last 2 decades. In this slide, we can see that information about the mortality risk distribution of selected hydro meteorological hazard, such as tropical cyclones, floods, and rain triggers landslides in the Southeast Asia. Mortality risk distribution of selected hydro meteorological hazard. This is the things about a complex disaster profile of Southeast Asia. We can see that in December 2004, tsunami, very big tsunami triggered by seismic activity of the West Sumatera, coast of Sumatera, Indonesia, remains one of the deadliest disaster on record, leading to the loss of more than 200,000 lives across 14 countries. In the past 10 years alone, half of all ASEAN members states have experienced at least one flood event costing over 100 million US dollar. In the past 20 years, 4 ASEAN members states have experienced catastrophic event costing at least many the big of GDP at 2009 values, around 1% of GDP at 2009 values. Now, this is we can say impact for infrastructure in the tsunami in Aceh, Indonesia, 2004. This is Mudslide, 2006 in Philippines. This is impact to the infrastructure. This is Cyclone Nergis, 2008 in Myanmar. Earthquakes, 2009 in West Sumatera. Tsunami in Palu, Indonesia, 2018. We can say so many infrastructure is problem. Many infrastructure problem. In this slide, we can see that the complex disaster profile of Southeast Asia, such as Asean region is vulnerable to all types of natural hazards. Aspect of environmental, economics, and social impacts of catastrophic disaster have been suffered. And disaster in the Asean region also aggravated by relentless urbanization, rapid population growth, and increasing economic exposure. This is about disaster preparedness. Why the disaster preparedness is very important aspect for us. This is concept and implementation. Prepare and reduce the impact of disaster, improve immediately disaster response operations, and to rebuild better. This is focus to the disaster preparedness in the context of engineering response in the phase of risk. This is engineering responses in the phase of risk. This is for past of disaster management. From the mitigation, preparedness, responses, and recovery. Which part of engineers can take the responsibility? Now, this slide shows that engineers priority roles in the preparedness. This is implementation disaster preparedness in ASEAN. There are out of 10 ASEAN countries that implement disaster management and have established regulations. we can do very little about disaster, but we can reduce loss, casualty and economics loss by preparedness measure and prudent action. Engineers are trained with rational thought and have developed analytical minds, brought to a high academic level, awareness of problems with broad need vision. When confronted with technological problems, engineers have the inherent ability to innovate, improvise, and deal with this. Moreover, when armed with a prepared plan and pre-developed information and resilience in the community, they can behave more effective. This slide, we saw that engineers planning for preparedness. Knowledge, assessment or forecasting, disaster plans and disaster maps, warning system, also early warning system for disaster, publicizing, propagating awareness, resource management, and design codes review. My whole point that the ASEAN region has a fairly high disaster potential. Second, the World Risk Index states the Brunei and Philippines are in the top 10 most at-risk countries in the world. ASEAN engineers need to collaborate and transform arms with knowledge, experience, and also code of ethics. One of the right place to share or conference related to disasters and the impacts of disaster, as well as future solutions to reduce the impacts of disaster. For the ASEAN community is also obligated to take the initiative to collaborate. The right place is in the form of an ASEAN community. The existence of the community aims to increase preparedness in the face of disaster. Thank you very much. That's all of my presentation.
Benefited by the speech. We humbly appreciate your presence and your sharing session with us. Thank you again, and I hope we meet again in future if destiny permits. Thank you. With this, thank you, Prof. With this, we end our morning session. We shall proceed with our parallel session right after. Everyone can proceed to their respective link. Good luck to all presenters and see you all in the evening session closing ceremony. Thank you all.